Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your bonus reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. If you're watching this reading was meant to find you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Okay, Prince of Wands. Very excited energy, very enthusiastic. This is someone who is not losing their steam, not losing their enthusiasm or their excitement or their creativity. This fiery energy is very consistent in you. And I feel like it's Spirit's way of saying, keep doing what you're doing. Don't lose steam. Don't let off the gas at all. Don't go faster. Stay consistent. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep showing up every day. Keep at it. Right? Keep at it. It's a time for consistent activity. Maybe it's not a time for changing plans. It's not a time for thinking, I need to slow down or I need to speed up. It's just to sort of stay constant. Yeah. We need to put this card into some context. This is sometimes a Leo energy. Okay, it's very creative. It's very sustained. It's not losing interest in anything. Okay. So let's see what our next card is going to be. The Universe card. Interesting. It almost feels as if we're on a bit of an infinite journey, right? With the Universe card here. That we are just kind of, we're on this road trip, right? And maybe you are literally looking at your life as a huge, big, long distance road trip. Yeah. And Spirit is saying, even if you can't really see a destination right now, keep driving consistently. Stay at it. Stick with the same method, the same techniques, right? Keep doing what you're doing. What I want to do is do an angel number card for you before we get into the rest of our reading. Your angel number is 4444, blessing in disguise, obstacles, hardships, strength, building character, and experience. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. Some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. Yeah, right? Keep doing what you're doing. And maybe the Universe card is, well, because we look at the Universe card and sometimes it feels a little vast, a little too infinite. It feels a little bit too desolate, a little bit too cold and lonely out in space. Right? You're on this long road trip and you're driving through this landscape and you haven't seen another car for hours, right? And it's starting to kind of creep in on you that I'm all by myself out here, And it could be that we're in this vastness of space and with the zero gravity and the vacuum of space that we don't know which way is up. That maybe we don't know which direction we're going, but Spirit's saying, just stay on the gas. Just keep doing what you're doing and we will reorient ourselves. We will figure out the direction and the destination. Okay. So it could be that there is this sort of feeling of being lost a little bit. Okay. I like the Universe card because it also is this framework that you're building, right? That you're traveling through this universe and you are, I think, slowly, steadily, consistently building your best life. Let's put the rest of our cards out. And we've got some more earth energy. A Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. More earth energy, the Devil card. That is that's a Capricorn energy. That's some real endurance and stamina. That you're climbing a mountain, even though, I'm not sure really what's at the top there, but I'm climbing it, right? Oh, look at that Ace of Cups. Oh, that's a blessing. That's what's at the top of your mountain, right? You, I think, have gone through a lot of hardships. You've had to make a lot of changes in your life. That Two of Pentacles back there. It's all worth it. It is all a blessing. It's all this really nice, refreshing, cool water. Yeah, that really is very reassuring, okay? You're building this framework for something much better, okay? And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know, okay? I'm feeling an older male energy in your aura right now. Maybe dad, grandpa, older brother, uncle, maybe an older family friend, a mentor of some kind. They've passed, right? Older male energy in your life that has passed. They have something unique about their head or their face. I don't know if they had a brain injury or something going on in the head, or if they had some kind of a unique facial feature, because I'm being kind of zoomed in on, the head and face of someone. This person is a guide for you. I think maybe they've kind of always been a guide. They were an artist of some kind, right? I'm seeing there's also this turquoise. It could be a necklace, maybe it's a belt, but a turquoise, silver and turquoise kind of thing. Very ornate. Yeah. This person's very close to you. This person is coming through, I think, to encourage you to keep going, that you're not lost, that there is a spiritual energy, a divine hand that is guiding you toward your healing, toward your love. This is everything. This is light and life and love. This is bliss and joy and happiness. This is creativity. This is healing. Okay? Now over here we have our Libra energy, the adjustment card. There's the Two of Cups. Ace 2, Three of Cups, yes. And of course, the Emperor energy. The Emperor has been showing up a lot today. Go watch the Aries reading. This is you restoring your power. This is you getting back to that position of success and achievement. You're getting on top of the world here. The Emperor is really someone that has found their place in life. They found their throne, found where they belong and where their energy and their skill and talents are most effective and most useful. I think you're somebody that really wants to be of service. You want to be fully realized individual. You want to be a fully awakened human being, You want to fulfill your potential, but you also want to be of service. You want to know who you are, and you want to know why you're here so that you can do that in the world, right? So that you can contribute to the world in your own unique way. Yeah. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right over here with our tiny horse, Mr. Ed. Now there's some incense burning, sandalwood, incense, maybe something like this. Maybe you're smudging. Maybe it is you're consecrating something. Maybe it's a way of you sort of clearing the energy and getting into the energy of your reading today. But I know that there's some incense going on right now. Okay, I think you have a very deep connection with spirit. I think that you value your connection with your spirit guides. Your spirit guides, you'll open up and you'll say everything. You don't censor yourself, but you kind of have a habit of kind of biting your tongue, right? Because I'm feeling like an irritation on your tongue, and so to me that means like you're kind of biting your tongue. You're not saying what you need to say to someone. Okay. If you have a prediction for that mystery card, yeah, put it in the comments. Let's take a look around the room here. We've got some pretty good major arcana. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana energies. If the devil card is that mountain goat that's trying to climb the mountain, well, then the universe card is the mountain itself. And this is kind of that infinite mountain of spirituality, of initiation, right? That eternal mountain, the Mount Olympus. So we don't really know what's at the top. We don't know if we'll ever get there. We don't know if it's possible to get there. But you're climbing it anyway. And you've got this relentless, tenacious, persevering, and enduring energy. Okay. You also have the ability. Now, a good emperor needs to have a spiritual discernment. You're someone that right now is going through a re-evaluation process, kind of an audit. I feel like you're auditing yourself, you're auditing your life. There's a need for the weighing, the value of things, right? The evaluation of things. For you to judge the intrinsic value of your own spirit, right? To see that you are an ace, the Ace of Cups, it is you, right? At the same time, we have to judge the relative value of everything else, right? People, places, things, right? Some things are meant for you, some things are not, right? And the Justice card is able to make those judgments, right? Is able to make those determinations. Yeah, I think the jury is in on a lot of things in your life that you have had to change and say no to, right? A lot of things that you've had to move on from or take a step away from. Okay. Also, this older male energy, and of course it's interesting, we're talking about this older male, and then of course we get the card of the father, right? The emperor here. I'm also getting this impression that there's a dog, there's something about a dog in your life, right? I don't know if it was this person's dog or if it's a family of dogs or if it's just like the family dog. But there's a dog, a canine energy very close to you, yeah. And it feels good, it feels very comforting, you know. So let's see, what else do we have here? We've got our fire here, we've got our a lot of water. Yeah, we don't have any air energy. Again, with this sort of biting of the tongue kind of thing, right? That there's something we're not saying to people or to someone or to something that we need to say it to. And maybe it's the Two of Cups. Maybe it's love. Maybe this is an expression of love. Maybe this is something that you didn't get to say, but you can say it now. Okay? Maybe this is someone in your life that you really do need to reconnect with. You need to speak your love to this person. And not keep biting your tongue. Tell them how you feel. For better or for worse. Okay? I don't think it's something that you can keep contained within you. Right? And it's interesting that we've got Ace, 2, 3. It feels like this is really a feeling or a relationship that is going somewhere. Okay? You've gotten rid of a lot of unnecessary ties. It's time for you to come together and unite with things that are necessary. So just as much as the Justice card is sort of passing judgment on certain things and removing them from your life, it's also realizing the value of other things that you need in your life. Getting rid of what is not meant for you, getting closer to that which is meant for you. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles underneath the surface, there's something in your past that you need to look at. I almost feel like, yeah, I'm getting this feeling that I'm getting an A. There's a letter A I'm seeing. You threw something away recently and then you realized, oh no, I needed that, and you started looking for it. I don't know what that is. Spirit's saying that there's something in your past that you need to look at. You need to, because the queens are always looking at the past, right? But there's something back there that you're not seeing. And I don't know if we're looking in the wrong place, or if there is something that we're overlooking. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles is, of course, looking back here at this 2. The 2 are the changes, the various things that I think you've done a lot of different things in your life recently. You've changed a lot of things. Okay. I almost feel that we've started kind of doing the opposite, you know, and maybe that's kind of the idea here, that when you sort of follow the natural impulse, things are going to turn out differently than when you try to censor yourself. So if usually you would bite your tongue and you wouldn't say anything and you just accept it, you'd let something go, maybe the energy here is saying, you know, you're speaking up, or that you need to. You don't always have to suppress your kind of natural instinct. Okay? And I think that's part of our Justice card here, that you don't have to... see, there's a judgment. It gets a bad rap. You know, we are evaluating things and judging things. We all do it. We have to. Everything we do is a judgment. Do I want that or do I want that? Well, I'm taking that because obviously I feel like this is better for me than that, whatever it is. Or I want this more, or that has more value, or whatever it is. There's some criteria that we use. But judgment usually gets a very bad rap. I'm getting this idea that you've tried to practice a lot of acceptance in your life. Tolerance, being open, you know, and that's a very wonderful thing. That is such a great energy. Okay. Spirit wants you to know this. I don't know if this is dad or grandpa. This older male energy is coming through to tell you that you can be a loving and kind and supportive and tolerant and accepting person. Doesn't mean you have to let those things in your life. Okay? So I think that's what the past thing that we're trying to look at is. How do we accept and tolerate and be open and be very, very accepting of everything in the world, but also still protect ourselves? Okay? It's kind of saying like, look, I love you. There's nothing wrong with you. I accept the way things are, but it's not an energy that I can have into my life. There's boundaries. I think it's boundaries. I think the universe card here is a need for a boundary. Okay? Because otherwise it's as if we get sort of just knocked around in life too much, that we get off course. You know, if we are, I don't know, floating out here in space, in zero gravity, in the vacuum of space, if something nudges you, you drift off in that direction, right? Inertia, momentum. And you're going to keep drifting until something else knocks you back the other way. It knocks you this way and this way. You're just going to keep going until something interferes with that trajectory. What the Prince of Wands is saying is that we need to be the one nudging ourselves. That we can't be so accepting of everything coming into our vicinity, into our aura. That's just bumping us in one direction, another direction, another direction, another. And we're sort of like a ping pong ball. We need to be in control of that, and we need to set our course, and we need to nudge ourselves in a particular direction toward love and healing. But love does not mean that we are accepting every single thing that comes our way, because, you know, we're infinitely tolerant and loving, and we have this wide open heart. Okay? So I think the Queen of Pentacles is looking back at the past and understanding understanding that literally some things are good and bad. You know, black and white. Things can be black and white sometimes. That's not for me, that is for me. You can be the infinitely loving person that you are, but you have to be able to discern between this and that, yes and no. Okay? So Spirit wants you to realize what things you said yes to just because you were biting your tongue and didn't want to say no, or didn't feel, didn't feel like you could or you were able to. Okay. The Spirit around you is trying to tell you not to get yourself in that situation again, not to tolerate something unnecessarily, not to let yourself feel trapped in something. Does that make sense? I don't know if this is a relationship. If it's a relationship, it feels like one that was quite restrictive. Yeah, it seems toxic, whatever it was. The focus is not on that, except for you to remember what that was so that you don't do it again. Because there's healing that needs to be done. There's healing that needs to be had. You do have this open heart energy, this open heart chakra. And with that openness comes risk. Yeah. Some stuff can get in there. Yeah. We close our heart. We don't let the toxic stuff in. We don't get hurt. No, we protect ourselves. We're also not letting in the good stuff either. Right? So you're being told to open your heart, but you got to find a way to filter out all that bad crap. Right? But let the love in. Okay? And you'll find your direction. Someone in your life is in the food service, restaurant work, or they're a chef or a cook or something like this, yeah. Sometimes these details come in, and I'm not sure they relate exactly to the energy that we're in, but I think they're more confirmations or validations that we're in the right zone, okay? And if those aren't meant for you, don't worry about it. Right? Save them for the next person. I do feel like this older male energy, though, you never really got to say to them what you wanted to say to them. Okay? Well, they're with you. They're listening. They can hear you. Okay? So express yourself. I notice in this reading we don't have any air energy. Okay? We need it. We need to start speaking up. Right? If this is an idea that you need to keep doing what you're doing and keep moving forward toward your love, maybe this is the idea that we need a little bit of structure, that we need a little bit of boundaries, right? And I think that you're being told to remember your struggles, your hardships, your obstacles, and how strong you can be and are and need to be. Okay. When you were younger, you had an incident with with some kind of a gardening thing. I don't know if it was a lawnmower or something like this. There was something, maybe it's an ATV, you fell off, or I don't know if you got hit by something, but it's kind of like a big field, and there's kind of a machine there, and there's something that happened with you. Yeah. I don't think there was anything. It was very frightening, but I don't think anything serious resulted from that. Right. But I'm being told to mention that incident. Okay. Maybe as an example of how strong you really are and how strong you really can be and need to be. We've got our devil card at the top here. Sometimes the devil card is a cold and lonely mountain goat, right? Climbing up this cold and lonely mountain with not a lot of love there, not a lot of sustenance, just sort of doing the cold and lonely thing, you know. And I wonder if there is a temptation in your life right now to just avoid all of this love nonsense and just climb your mountain. Okay? That you're just looking up, you're trying to find your direction, you're trying to find your seat of power, right? That you are very determined. Okay? But what we see in your future is a lot of love, 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 right? But of course, the Three of Cups is the energy that you don't want, the energy that you're trying to avoid. I think you're realizing, or you will come to realize, that you need that. The life has been a series of no's, right? That we've been kind of in this mode lately of no, 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 rejecting everything. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Keeping everything out, right? But then when we turn and we look the other way, we see all this love coming in. So it really is the Justice card, is Libra energy, which is, of course, very closely connected with your own Gemini energy. You got to keep the bad stuff out, but let the good stuff in. Okay? Because this Ace of Cups, this is going to be everything. This is that water, that source of love that expands and becomes every different river. This expands into that 10 of Cups, that really, truly satisfying and happy life. I'm being told to reference the pool at your friend's house. When you were a kid, your friend had a pool, right? Maybe, summer days or birthday parties, everybody around the pool, yeah. Also, there's some home improvement that you're working on right now. There's something that you need to fix in your house. Maybe I don't know if you're renovating something or if it's just a rather small, just repair that needs to be made, okay? Very interesting things coming through here. The Libra energy, of course, like I said, is that higher discernment. It's our ability to, in real time, evaluate and judge and make decisions based on your own criteria of what is meant for you and what is not. What is good for you, what is helping you on your goal, and what is not. But what if you're of the mind, right, that this love, that this connection, intimacy maybe, is not meant for you, it's not helping you on your path, because our path is this. Our path is climbing this mountain. Earth, 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 right? Not love, 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 water, water, water. I think we have to distinguish between your sort of, what would be maybe the Two of Swords and the Justice card. Because the Two of Swords is what our mind or our ego is trying to help us avoid, right? And if we're fundamentally kind of feeling a certain way, right, the ego or the intellect as its tool is going to do everything it can to try to fulfill the needs of the unconscious. And if unconsciously we're trying to reject love or intimacy, right, then the ego and the intellect are going to say, okay, I've got to do everything I can to avoid that, because that's what the organism, that's the will of the organism, right? And so we're going to do everything we can to avoid that and get rid of that. And so as much as you may be looking for love, maybe consciously we want that in our lives. We want intimacy, right? I think there's this unconscious protection or rejection energy that's keeping everything away. And Spirit's telling you to look at the past, look at that, look at all the things that you've decided on, all the ways that you've changed your life, Let's say in the last year. Because there's a clue there somewhere. And maybe look at all of our obstacles. Okay. The Two of Cups in the environment. In terms of your relationships, love. This is what we want, and this is what we are saying yes to. And I think that's what Spirit is really trying to get you to open up to. Say yes to love and to intimacy. Allow yourself to make connections. Allow yourself to feel love. This isn't love that actually has a definite object yet. There's no detail here. It's an ace, a two, a three of cups. Opening ourselves up to that possibility. Learning how to do it again. Learning what it feels like. Having almost a universal love. Yeah. This is strong connect. Love is the glue that holds everything together. Okay. So this older male and dad, grandpa, they want you to focus on those close people, friends, family members. You haven't told them how you felt in a long time. Have that conversation. Get some air energy flow in here, right? It's like there's all this love around you, but there's something in you that's preventing you from accepting it, from taking it all in. Okay? Spirit's saying that your soulmate, your true love, your soulmate, you know who they are already. Maybe you're with them at this moment. Maybe they are currently in your life. It is somebody that you know. Okay? And I keep hearing, tell them how you feel. Tell them how you feel. And maybe that's kind of a shocking message, right? Because maybe you don't know how you feel. Okay. Got to get in touch with that. That's why you're looking forward at this open heart chakra, this Ace of Cups here. The Three of Cups in the position of what we're avoiding. This could be celebrations. Okay. Something happened at the last holiday gathering in your family. And I think since that happened, you said no more. Maybe you're saying, I'm not hosting the holidays anymore. I'm not going to the family functions anymore. Maybe there's something that is preventing you, like I said, from connecting with people, friends, family, right? And this soulmate kind of thing. The Three of Cups in this position too is Spirit's way of saying that you don't even like getting complimented. You know, and maybe there's a lack of trust. Maybe there's an idea that you don't want people to congratulate you or to celebrate you or to show any kind of appreciation or give you any kind of compliments because people are full of bovine excrement. I think we need this energy though. We need the intimacy. We need the ability to connect. Okay? Are you in law enforcement or something like that? I feel like you have kind of there's a first responder energy around you. Yeah. I'm still getting with the older male energy with the head. It was a stroke or something, right? Or an aneurysm, something in the head. Yeah. You're being told to connect. Tell them how you feel. Connect. I think it's one person, but it could be the family. It could be saying that you need to get your butt back to your family. Maybe you've been estranged from your family. Yeah. Someone had a very loud sense of humor, right? Kind of off-color jokes crude kind of jokes and a really big laugh, right? This person is telling you to look for alternatives. Look toward your past at how easy it is for you to change your life. Maybe you've done complete 180s in your life, right? You can change, you can turn things around at any moment. You have that power in you, okay? But the beginning energy that we had, where Spirit's saying, continue on the course that you're doing. You may not know which direction you're headed, but don't let off the gas, right? Maybe we need to turn the wheel a little bit, but don't slow down, don't speed up, right? Stay in a consistent flow of energy. I feel like the Emperor is this father figure, but I don't know why the final outcome then is the Emperor energy again. Perhaps this is kind of the message that you need to take charge. You need to take control of this. That if we're out here in this, drifting in this universe, we're not in control, right? We're just being nudged by things, and anything that bumps into us, then we're sort of off in that direction until something bumps us the other way. We're in that vacuum, that weightlessness of space. Well, the Emperor is the one that is really the captain of the ship. And I think it's Spirit's way of saying that you're the captain of your ship, and you need to be. And you need to steer your ship toward love and connection. Get your butt back to your family, right? Also, he's referencing something about a sport that you used to do, but that you quit, that you gave up on or something. Yeah. Again, maybe it has to do with that incident in the field with that machine. If it's a lawnmower, if it's like a riding lawnmower or something, or an ATV that maybe rolled over or something like that. Maybe that led to you having to quit the sport thing. Yeah. Who is this person for you? I feel like it's Dad. Yeah. And I feel that they're a little rough around the edges, right? A little rough around the edges. Now, did somebody else in your life pass too? Because I'm getting a younger female energy. I don't know, maybe both of your parents have passed, or if it's somebody else and maybe not related to you. There's a younger female that passed as well for you. These people are not gone, okay? They're with you. They're around you. They want to see you have more joy in your life. Okay? And it's interesting the way they're phrasing this to me. They're not saying that you're miserable. They're not saying that you're unhappy. They're saying that you are intensely ambitious and that you're focused, but that you need to turn your face toward love. And that's why I think we've got the cards of love over here. We've got all this joy and happiness and excitement and sense of community and connection and family, right? That it's off here on your periphery. You're not looking at it. You're going up this way. Okay? I'm not saying you're miserable, but it's saying you need to accept joy. You need to let all this love into your life. Okay? But we don't see cards of lamentation. We don't see cards of sadness or anything like that, right? Because on this path, there is no water at all. The water is the ace. On the path of the dove, the ace is the only water, and it's the beginning. It's saying you're turning your face toward opening your heart up and letting the love in. Let's look at the mystery card. Yeah, that's funny. I'm hearing, get your butt back home. Get your butt back to your family. And I feel like that's kind of how your dad was. I think it's Dad. Yeah. Again, rough around the edges, meant well, was very strong. I think they were a traveler or a sailor, or they were in the Marines or Navy or something like that. But kind of salty. I think that's the word I'm looking for. A little bit salty. Yeah. But good advice and reliable. Yeah. But I don't know what happened that took you away from that energy. Maybe after Dad passed, you kind of were estranged from your family, generally, right? Let's look at the mystery card. There's the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, working, doing it, day after day, consistent energy, right? Which is what I felt at the very beginning. Spirit saying, you're just doing it. You don't know where you're going or why, you're just doing it. Climbing the mountain, step by step. Very routine, kind of monotonous, maybe a little boring, a little cold, a little lonely, right? This is someone that's out here working out in the middle of nowhere. All the town, the whole village is way back there. Cold and lonely out here, just doing my work, right? I think this is your state of being right now. And Spirit's saying, this dad energy is saying, let the love in there. You know, let people see you, let people love you. Connect, get your butt back home. You've been out here working for so long, get your butt back home right there. I think this is the perfect confirmation. I think this validates everything that we've been talking about. And I know there's not a super huge narrative here. I didn't feel like that kind of reading. This felt like just messages coming in. Someone was trying to communicate with you. I believe it's dad, could be grandpa, could be an older uncle, something like this, right? But he's trying to communicate with you. He's trying to turn your face toward love. Maybe we've been too focused on this day-to-day activity, this routine. We haven't been letting in enough love, enough joy. All right. Now, we're gonna do an extended reading if you want to stick around for that. There is a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Gemini Mondays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free and it supports the channel, and I appreciate that. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.